Good evening, everyone. We're out for a midweek bimble on the bike. It is a midweek, it's Wednesday evening. And that is the aftermath of a mad day of crazy heavy showers that either went down the Firth of Forth estuary or blown down our local hills up here. But we got caught out in a few at work. I was actually out on foot today, not my tractor, so we were all out in it. But yeah, we had to seek shelter. Well, it was biblical. So I thought, why not just get out on the bike for a half hour, quick fix, round the back roads. It is 20 to 7, so got to be wary that there will be people scooting up the back roads to Stenton and Spot villages. We're in land between East Linton and Dunbar here. So if you're locally watching this, you might recognise some of the views and wondering where they're from. This is what I used to do quite often, and I don't do it enough. And it's really all you need to do. Switch on and switch off, as the thumbnail says. And I don't really know which way I'm going, of course. I'm just going to follow my nose. It's still nice and warm. So it is 3rd of June today. Is it 3rd or the 2nd? I can't remember. Friday's 3rd, Friday's the 6th. Saturday's 6th. Oh, I can't remember. Might be the 4th of June, who knows? It's the first week in June, that's all I know. This is just passing, this is Ruchlaw up here, which is a massive pig farm, which comes with a lovely smell as well. Still the huts in there. But hey, it employs folk. So it's still breezy. The wind is to drop to 15 miles per hour at about 8 o'clock tonight. And I was going to just wait till then. Well, it's 27 now, it's an hour. I thought, I'm also got to be in my bed sharpish tonight because I'm up back at 4 tomorrow, 4 AM folks, to leave it back at 5, to get up to work for after 5:30, let's go. I just thought about a good idea. Now, interestingly, I'll quickly show you something. It's an old road, see it? And don't be fooled by the tarmac, that's them just using up stuff here. So that peters out into a field, but it did go down to a farm at one time. I mean, you can get down on your push bike and have a look, or park up here one day. Well, park there and walk the dog down. That's what I could maybe do once he's back home from his expedition with G. So she's been at a mosquito crash site, and she's been at a Whitley something, goes with W, so crash site. She's been about 4 planes already, and she was going to go to, I never knew there is a Vulcan bomber crashed up there, but she said it was too windy this morning. So she's going to Edsdale now, and she's going to have a poach about the army camp that was up there, which I believe they're building a solar farm in now. I've just had an idea, we'll take the road up to Presmanen Wood. So there is Stenton, of course, beautiful Stenton. And those brilliant figures there, the bushes. I'll try not hiccup in this evening's film because I not long had my dinner before I came out. So anyway, it is really nice up here. So this is Presmanen Forest, and if you search through my actual channel you'll find videos of us in there pulling about on the push bikes. And it's actually listed as a lake. So there's your green lane, see that? Oh, hold on. I'm talking about two things at once here, which is, I know I'm really bad for that. Let's just stop. So that's Presmanen up there, the wood. Now, there's your green lane coming down the hill. See the electricity poles? And it goes into that field and pootles out. But it used to go right up into that farm. There you go. I guess you could put, if it's not got a felled tree on it, you'd get right down at the bottom, turn round and go back up, which would make a good wee ride. So yeah, back to Presmanen Forest. It has a lake. We only have 3 lakes in Scotland. We've got Presmanen Lake here, the most famous, Lake of Monteith. And there's another lake, I'm trying to think of it. So obviously the rest are ponds or lochs. So you get a lot of dog walkers going up to Presmanen, so you've also got to be wary up here on the corners. What's the chances of that steel getting left up here anywhere else? Without someone thieving it. So there's the turn off for Presmanen, which is actually a gravel road. If you have to get your fix. It's saying their car park closed, so I'm not sure what that means. So this is Dunbar Common up here. And there's a dead end road goes into the farm here, which actually was a road back on old maps. And there's even stones up on the hill with mileage indicators to Dunbar. So these would be old cart roads. And you can actually see also pack horses would be used a lot. And you can see V's in the hill up here, and further along that way you'll see them for the herring road, which is of course how they took salted herrings and other things across the Muirs. So these are two, there you go, Dunbar Common, Dunsvia Elmford Bridge, that's that bridge that often stop at the road to Duns. And Ducry Farm is the farm here, says no through road, which also obviously equates to through road. But we'll just go up here and you can have a wee quick look. I think they've been moving cattle or sheep here today, looking at the poo on the road. There's a beautiful old ruined house. Well, it's ruined, it's uninhabited now, and it's boarded up windows. Beautiful sandstone house, 2-storey. I'm not sure if we can see it. If you go right to the farm, as if you're going to go up the hill, you'll see it. But we go as far as the cottages here. Yeah, they've definitely been putting cattle out or something. So yeah, we're not going to see that house with the farm there, which is a shame. We'll just spin around. Beautiful cottages up here though. And, Obviously, I think they've just moved the sheep because the herds were there with the quad bikes. Did you see them when I turned? And obviously all that wool's come off the sheep, which should soon be blowing off the road. I was hoping to show you the cottage, but it doesn't. Oh, it's a two-storey house more. And where it is, it probably never gets any sunlight direct, so it'd always be in the shade. I bet it was a cold house, except on the hottest of days. So you can see here the elevation, we're up quite high. There's Trepade Law. So I kept distracting the other evening when I was working on my Jeep, and thanks for the comments on that film. And a lot of you folk never knew about the wheel nuts, why they're the wrong way round. I was actually, I changed what I was talking. I was talking and then I started going back to working on the Jeep talking, as I was saying, talking about two things at once. But yeah, as Chris had said, it doesn't matter if you're on a big BMW GS or a Honda C90, your backside can only do so long on a bike. It doesn't matter how good a seat it is. See, it's been a Ford here at one time. And perfectly true what he said. And he reckons 125 miles to 140 miles. That's roughly far enough at a time on a bike where you stop, which will either be for fuel or just to get off the bike you need a pee. If folks smoke, they want a fag break. You know, it's just a stretch. But get the circle, just getting off the bike and a quick walkabout gets your circulation going again. Makes a world of difference. You see how much bigger the lambs are here compared to up north last week. So we'll stop here in front of the old sawmill. I always stop here, as you know, when I come this way. And I always get a photo of it again, as I always do. And if you've not been here before, I'll give you a quick look in. It's made of larch wood, isn't it? Larch doesn't rot, you see. There's the old saw. So that's how you make your planks. You'd run your log along to the circular saw there. There's a smaller saw as well. Cool away. So, couple of findings. I found the touring seat. It isn't actually much comfier. Now I've done a lot of miles on it. It isn't much comfier. Trying to get I can't get the patina of the roof, and it isn't much comfier than the standard seat. And as I've discovered, some folks still don't agree or still rant. I don't think any of the changes have been worth it. The camshaft. The only thing I'd choose, I'd buy another one. I'd buy another stainless pipe for two things. I love the thin, uncluttered look on it. And I love the noise. Oh, there's a big pen. Ha! Look at that. Where the hell did that come from? Good grief. Now, has that been dropped when it's been in the garage? Oh. There's the lid. I think I've dropped that in the garage. I think, where did the lid go? There it is. Excellent. Still usable. There you go, eh? Stick that in there. There you go. Right. So, where were we? Yeah. Top speed of bikes we're talking about in that film. 80 mile an hour. Is it worth $2,500 on another bike just for 10 mile an hour? It's not. But at the same time, who would really be interested in watching me on an off the shelf bike? Like a Scram or a Hemi. Folk love this bike being away up north. And the beauty of this bike is its new cost, proven now its reliability, and its running cost, just how cheap it is, the fuel. And as I've just said, you don't need to change a single thing on it to go away on it. Your choice of panniers is down to two things. Do you want Shrovers or do you want bolted on racks? I would say the bolted on racks and Shros, if that makes any sense. So there's two types of rear panniers you get for these. Some have removable horizontal bits, so you've just got the verticals, and if you've got a Shrover pannier, you can strap that onto that. It also means then when you've not got your panniers on, your bike's nice and thin. And I wouldn't bother with big bars like this. I'd get the lower, smaller bars, the GV ones, a lot stronger as well. And you get your bike all thinner for just pootling around, getting in and out your shed or if you've not got a lot of room. But yeah, apart from that, the bike doesn't need anything changed. I'm just taking it easy here because it's just going to be like it. Someone's going to come bombing around the corner, rushing home from work. I don't find any problem with the mirrors, as I've said before. Folk going about being rubbish and useless. Well, I think they're fine. Now, I actually took the time to set mine up properly, which meant loosening them there, and I've put them round a bit. So now, when I stand up, they're miles away from my arms. Why would I stand up, you're saying? Not just for the odd bit of off-road. Standing up to take the weight off my backside. I wouldn't stand up and ride along for miles like I see people do on motorbikes on the road. Not at the speeds I see them doing that at, which is pointless because they're just standing out in the wind. But you know, yeah, it doesn't matter what bike it is. I see guys on BMWs standing up, people on Triumphs, guys on Interceptors. I've seen loads of folks standing up. And most of them, I don't know how far they're ridden from before they're finding themselves uncomfortable. But that's the secret to touring. It's not for Scotland, it's not about getting anywhere as fast as you can. It's about, I mean, look at all this. It's about taking it in. It's beautiful. These are big old beech trees, aren't they? And yeah. Now, which junction would you take here to go up the hill? Would you stop at this one? If you're in a car, you'd have to stop at that one and put your indicator on to turn right. There's no room. But yeah, I'm still planning on another classic 350. I'm back to why wouldn't you? I've got a few ideas on what I'd change. I don't know if the trail bike thing will ever come about. I've worked something out, and it was actually thanks to Glenn Owen. Glenn unplugged his Speedo and he smashed one he'd got when it was running, and it cut out, so it needs that connected, which means you need that cowl all on the bike. So that puts the bed, no shoe road, though everybody else uses it, it's a shortcut. Somewhere down here is a GoPro Hero 5, which is the V-square GoPro, which bounced off my bike. I had a brief look for it, but well, someone might find it, who knows. Anyway, I'm supposed to be switched off. Well, I kind of am. I'm just out enjoying the evening. It's funny how the top surface is breaking up that's been put on as a resurface, but there's no potholes on this road. This is very greasy though in winter, be very careful. More so if you're on a bicycle. Or just a wee blip. Because there's horses down here. Anyway, I don't try and sell this bike to anyone anymore. Either you get it or you don't. Either get, it's not about brake horsepower, it's about just pootling around. Now, there's something I've never noticed before. This is why it's good getting a wee bit look about. Will that sit there? Yeah. There's something on there. Oh no, it's a sign. I thought there was like a gateway in the bridge. There might well be. I can see it on this side here. Yeah, there is, look. See that? Never even knew that was there. High enough for a horse and cart or a tractor to go through. That's cool, I've never seen that before. Look at the work that's went into this. Look at the keystone at the top. Think of the cost of all these places to build. There you go. Something new every time you're out. It just caught my eye and I thought, is that a gateway or something? All the years been down here, I never knew that was there. Beautiful houses, look at the chimneys. That's stunning, isn't it? And then here, of course, is the hole in the wall somewhere from the flame gas site. It's in the ivy. I think the ivy now's grown up. Let's go back this way. It's in behind that sign. What I'm talking about is it was a tank behind the wall filled with petrol and oil and stuff, flammable liquid. And if we had been invaded by the Germans in 1940, they would have released it on the slope of the hill. And then the vehicles come up the hill, the vehicles would all, in the fire, they would conk out, possibly catch fire, but then they would ambush them, so there'd be a machine gun nest probably up in that garden of that house deployed, like a couple of Bren guns or whatever, you know, or a Vickers machine gun. These are beautiful, aren't they? It's the red stonework. Yeah, just out for a pootle. So weather, the reason I came out tonight as well is to be showery rain tomorrow, Thursday. Friday actually should be okay. And obviously I'm off on Friday, but I might go further afield on my bike, depends how windy it is. And then I think it's to be heavy rain on Saturday. So this is actually both, go up the way. This both goes on at the same road. Quite an interesting junction, isn't it? This is actually, that's what we'll do. We'll go left. Because this is back to where we came out, remember? Look at that. An old mill that is, at one time. Beautiful. And of course this is the water. I don't know what it's called up here, but we call it the Beale water because it comes from Beale Estate. I guess it is the whole thing. And that comes down into Belhaven Bay. You'll see us going over a footbridge. Go right here. So you can spend an evening, can't you? Several hours just driving about on country roads like this. And never more than 5 minutes from the town, Dunbar town. Oh, the wee bike's great. Not wanting nothing really. I'm probably going to put a new back tyre on for the MOT. It's due first week of July, but I'll try and get it done at the end of June. So I'm going to order some new Heidenau K60 tyres. The back's not quite down yet. Folk would say you've got another 1,000 miles out of that, but it's now flat on the top. And for the sake of 1,000 miles more, I just get a new one on because I don't spare it on the corners, as you know. So the front one apparently will still pass the MOT, but it's got, I'll let you see, it's got right slants on the side. Someone's going to be watching this who MOT's bikes, will be able to say. Hold on. So see them. That's getting down. But I mean that's done like 16,000 miles, that front tyre. I don't grudge buying another one. How could you? Especially when I put my tyres on myself. So I'll go down this lovely twisty bit of road through the glen here. Then I'll say my goodbyes because we're getting on time wise. It's only 7 o'clock. I've got the evening to go home and watch what all you lot are up to on YouTube. I don't comment on a lot of YouTube channels, but I do watch a lot of YouTube channels. And every YouTube film I watch, 99% of them, I always give a thumbs up to support. Because I know the effort that goes into making a film. It's beautiful here, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at the houses. Imagine living here, it's like Alice in Wonderland, isn't it? Stunning. So stunning, you crash your bike by looking instead of watching where you're going, Bruce. You're going to crash your bike for something worthwhile, that's as good as it can get. Okay. So I'd kind of planned, I should have got some evening photos. I might head elsewhere on the way home and stop and get some pictures, we'll see. But I'm getting back out into this wind here. Anyway, for now folks, there are a couple of films coming up. There's one out in Jeep for a drive, and there's one looking at all the stuff that I got, cleaning it up as well. And you'll see how well it looks when it's cleaned. But for now, thanks again as always, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.